welcome to JC Transformation Strategies. Welcome to another Sunday Bible reading, study session, informative session. Okay, I just want to thank you all for watching. Thank you so much for making the time to sit down, relax, put on JC Transformation Strategies and to hear me today. It's a blessing to have each one of you guys. And also welcome to all our new subscribers who have joined into the channel. I'm so grateful for all of you guys and it means a lot to me. And yeah, continue watching and be blessed, be transformed with JC Transformation Strategies. Those already celebrated birthdays out there, happy birthday to you guys, and also congratulations on any special event. To those who have lost loved ones, my deepest condolences to you. May God give you the strength, give you the portion at this time. It's never easy. All right, guys, so today we're going to be looking at a very interesting topic. It's a very emotional topic. As I said to you guys, that October is a month of happiness. So we're going to rule out all the things that has been actually making us unhappy. Remember, we spoke about wealth, that wealth will not really bring about much of happiness to you. It never will. All right. And then last week we spoke about your desire to be happy. You need to desire to be happy. Okay. So today we're going to touch on a bit more deeper into something that way we can actually gain our happiness, but we need to look at the root cause, and the root cause is trust. Right, so we're going to look at today is why has our trust been shattered? Okay, why has our trust been shattered? Now, the reason why I use a bit strong words today, like shattered instead of even broken, the reason is because it's like, when a mirror shatters, that's how it is when your trust is shattered, because your trust is something that connects you to everyone. Okay. And once your trust is literally shattered, it's very hard to actually gain it back. Extremely hard. Right. So we're going to look into the Bible verse first, and then we're going to touch into spiritual and get into physical. Okay. Right. So it's Proverbs chapter 3 verses 5 to 6. Okay. I'm reading from the Holy Bible, okay? Right, so it says, trust in the Lord with all your heart and do not lean on your own understanding, but in all your ways acknowledge him and he will make straight your paths. Be not wise in your own eyes, fear the Lord and turn away from evil. It will be healing to your flesh and refreshment to your bones. So the Bible clearly tells us that we need to trust in him and lean not on our own understanding, because hey, our understanding can fail at times, right? Why? Because we fluctuate. Our feelings are not always positive. It's not always happy. We are humans, so we fluctuate. It's normal, okay? You're not crazy or anything. You're just a normal human being. Right, so we thank God for his word. So remember, guys, today's topic is why has our trust been shattered? Like, for real, okay? Now, trust is a very, an important word, okay? It's something that when you trust somebody, you actually feel safe. You feel security when trust is implied between you and whoever the person is, okay? It can be a friend, it can be a family, all right? Your trust is something that is so crucial to you, okay? It's something that makes a person, okay? Now, trust is a very big word. And if you've actually gained trust with, let's say, your family, your friends, you feel so secure with them, like for real. Okay? It's like having this teddy bear with me up here. You feel secure. That love, that embrace. All right? So that's how it works with trust. It's a sense of feeling worthy and safe. Now, sadly, our trust has been through a lot. Okay? Remember, as we've been born, we are born in a diverse world with so many different types of people, and not everyone is for you. People are also against you. But the thing is, you're gonna meet this type of people. You will meet different types of people, and you will have to learn how to gain trust and how you're actually gonna lose trust in people, because when you lose trust, it's just a process for you to learn. Okay, so if you have lost trust in certain people, it's okay. It was just for you to learn that, hey, this person is not for me and I need to move on, because there's other people who I can trust, who I can feel safe around, and not everyone is the same. Okay, now I want to ask you guys that when you felt that trust, how did it make you feel? All right, I know it made you feel so low. It made you feel so down. It's not easy. Even up to today, you actually do have moments when you sit back, relax, have that cup of coffee, and you think about, hey, I once trusted this person, and this is what happened. Okay? Like, what happened to my best friend? We were good buddies, and now we ended up like this, like as if we don't know each other. Or what happened to this person, that person? Okay? It all comes up. Because as I said to you, we think about 70,000 thoughts a day. Yeah. So, guys, the trust is the biggest feeling that you will have as a human being, and it's the biggest experience that you will have. But it's also a grounding place where most of the healing for you to take place, for your mind and your heart, it actually takes place from trust. Okay, if you don't trust anybody, you will not heal. Okay, especially if you don't trust yourself. Right now, let's look at the root cause of trust. Why has your trust been shattered? Why has your trust been broken? The first thing, guys, is betrayal. We've all experienced some sort of Judas betrayal. Okay, somebody has betrayed us. It can be your own friends, all right, your college friends, your school friends, your university friends, your colleagues, your family members, all right. The betrayal is real. Alright, even when you watch movies about betrayal and all, it's actually real. You'll be shocked to see how you get certain type of backstabbing people. It's completely real. But we need to understand is that the source of betrayal is not your fault. Okay? Whatever happened had to happen. It was a training ground for you, a learning ground for you to realize that, hey, this is going to make me stronger. If you don't go through betrayals, you'll never really know who's really for you. To tell you the truth, you'll never know who's your true friend if you wasn't betrayed from all those friends in the past. You'll never know your true family if you haven't been betrayed with all of those family members in the past. You'll never know who's ready for you as your partner if you haven't been betrayed with all of the partners that you had in your past. Okay? So you had to go through the betrayal in order for you to trust again. Okay, so betrayal is the first one. Also, I feel like, when you trust somebody, you share a whole lot of information, right? Because you click, right? If I clicked with somebody, I know I actually clicked with quite a lot of people in the college when I was actually studying. There's a whole lot of people that I used to click with. And I used to share information, right, with them and talk and everything. And I even thought that they were actually my best friends. And then when we all departed, then I realized that, we don't even chat on Facebook, okay? And then I realized things change over time. And friends, you know what they say? Days are dark, friends are few. You actually come to realize that, yeah, these days are really dark and I don't see anyone around, okay? So you have to go through experience to know who's really your friends. It's a very tough one, okay? So I know you guys have shared a lot of information with so-and-so people. And what happened is that they not with you at the moment. And sometimes you regret sharing that information, okay? And I don't blame you because, when you overshare things, it just comes from a place of you've not been heard in the past. All right, and you just want to share things with people and communicate. It's a human interaction. It's normal. But I think, guys, once you go through that, I think you should just learn and try to discern who you're sharing with as well. Because you'll have a gut feeling that, hey, I don't think I should share so much of things with somebody else. Okay? If it's with your partner and you really trust your partner, you can. But try to have a more connection with yourself and with God. All right? With your divine healer. Instead of having too much of connections with people, with humans, that's actually going to bring you down. Okay? So watch what you share. Don't overshare. Right. Also, the root cause is poor communication. There's no communication, but you still communicate with the person. It's like a one-way street. People don't communicate with you back. Okay? And what happens is that you get people that appear and then after 6 months they disappear, and then after 3 months they appear again, and then after 1 year they disappear. Now those type of people are more like seasoned people. Okay, so you come in a flash, then after that you do your thing, perform your show, and then you're gone. So I don't think those people are people that you can trust, because they will disappear, and suddenly they might disappear forever. So I think you should watch what you share with them. You can greet hi and bye, but don't overshare with those type of people. Okay, don't overshare with seasoned time people. Okay, I learned it the hard way, where I literally was sharing with those people, and I'm like sitting back and I'm like, oh geez, why did I do that? No wonder I ended up with a trust issue. Alright, so don't overshare. Also guys, past trauma and past effects, that definitely, it affects. Alright, it really affects. Okay, the reason why I say that, when you go through past trauma, it's still in you. Alright, whatever trauma you've been through. And after trauma, it's advisable that after 3 months you need to go for counseling. And sometimes I wish I knew that sooner, because I didn't know. But my body had an instinct when I need to go for counseling. But yeah, it took me time to actually go for counseling. And there's so much unresolved issues that when you don't solve unresolved issues, it's like having a problem like in maths, and if you don't solve that problem, you can't keep going to the next problem, the next problem. You need to solve this problem. Or if you have a sum to do, you can't just go to the end without working out the steps. Right? That's logic thinking. So how can you do a sum and immediately jump to the answer, but you haven't really done the steps? Like for example, if you're doing that quadratic example, right? I'm just going to use that. I think it's x is equal to negative b, then the square root thingy, then b squared minus 4ac over 2a. Okay, I don't know how I actually remember that. But yeah, if they give you the values, right? They give you 3 values there. Term 1 is 10, all right, which is the a value. Term 2 is 5, and term 3 is 2. So you can work it as a, b, c. You're going to take that, you're going to formulate it into your equation. And then only you can work out from there. Then you do the steps of like solving it, work out the square root, bring it to a smaller value, and square root the whole thing, right? Now, and then probably in the end, you're going to do your plus and minus. Now, I can't work out my plus and minus in the bottom, like x is equal to 5 minus 2 over 2 times 5, as I said. I can't work that out if I haven't really put all my values into my formula and substituted my formula. It's like I'm doing a shortcut method. It's not going to work out. So that's how it works with us. I can't jump into the final, all right, get into the final answer if I haven't done things step by step. That's how it works with trauma. And that's something, guys, that I'm actually explaining to you right now. Okay, I never write this down. It's just out of my head. Okay, it's an explanation that came to me by the spiritual, that you must think of it like a maths problem for trauma. You cannot solve any problem by jumping to the final answer. If you haven't put your formula on top, you haven't substituted every single thing that's happening into your formula and then working it out. Right, even by me actually saying that, it gives me goosebumps, it gives me that shivers, because I'm still learning and I'm still healing. And to tell you the truth, guys, that's how it is. All right, so do things step by step. The biggest thing that gives me shivers and goosebumps is trauma, because you know why? Most of our issues are resolved by just sorting out that unresolved trauma. When an unresolved trauma goes on, it actually accumulates and accumulates, and it makes you actually lose trust in people. Past traumas, past difficulties is one of the worst things. But once you get that in order, guys, you are A for the way. Meaning, you'll be actually healing and getting better. Okay? So, it's important to address past traumas. And I don't know what traumas you've been through at the moment. Okay, there's so many things that has happened to you. Maybe you wasn't even brought up in a good environment. You couldn't have a say. And now you notice that when you're at work, you just want to say things, you just want to give your opinions, and you just speak up frank. But I want you to look at, have you really healed? That's the thing. Have you healed from this trauma? Or is this trauma still haunting you? That's what this channel is available to you, for you to watch, for you to learn, and for you to also heal. Because I'm also healing with you guys. When I speak to you, I'm speaking from a place of an experience of hurt, betrayal, trust, because I've been through all of that. All right. I was actually sitting down yesterday and I was just saying, I've been through A to Z. That's how it is. A to Z. You name it, I will say it. Okay. So that is why the channel is there, for you to heal. So when you have trust issues, you know what's a weird thing? You become suspicious over everyone. Everyone. So you become suspicious over everyone, everything. Whatever is even on the phone, you become suspicious. People send you messages. You don't even know who the heck this person is. Like, you commented on something on Facebook, and then you're like thinking, yeah, why did this person suddenly message me? Why is this person suddenly poking me? You know, you get that Facebook poke. Why is this person sending me a friend invite? Yeah, what is this got to do with it? And you become so suspicious. The reason why is because your root cause, you've lost trust. You have been betrayed. There's something that happened to you haven't dealt with. Let me tell you something, guys. When I go on my Facebook account right at times, and there's so much of friend requests there. I think people are literally sitting there about 3 years ago. So I need to like go over it and see and make sure that these are not scammers, because you get a lot of scammers, okay? Especially the trading type of people. Yeah, they're really having a good ride, because it's like flooded everywhere. So when I go there, I check now, is this person for me? Are you going to actually help me? Or can I help you? All right? Or are you a scammer? If it's scammers and like if you're scared of your own profile, yeah, I'm also a bit like, don't want to say people like that, because I want to say people and I know that, you know what, I can trust as well. Okay, it's important. So I also do think like, why this person is sending me that invite? But you know, guys, there's something I found out, right? I'm just giving you something a bit out of the session today. Most of the Facebook people that appears to you, like pop up, like add friend, they actually view your profile. Okay, that's something I literally just learned over the time. So I was like, oh yeah, I see certain people who don't really communicate with me, certain friends and family. So I'm like, okay, so you guys are viewing my profile. Okay, that's good. I'm glad that you're being inspired and being intimidated by me. So that's how it is, guys. People will be like that. But it gets a bit crazy when you become very suspicious over just normal people. You walk in the streets, you walk in town, and like you become suspicious. That's when you know that, hey, I actually have a lot of trust issues. Or you actually become suspicious over your own partner. Think that, you know what, I think he's probably cheating on me. I think probably she's cheating on me. They're not faithful. I think they got somebody else. Or they're watching content that just like disses me off. You know, like I don't want to like be associated with this. No, I'm not gonna settle for this crap. You get that. But that's also because of like a place of insecurity and a place of lack of trust. Okay? I don't blame you guys. If you've been through a lot, you've always been hurting in relationships, with past relationships, especially partners, you will not trust easily. It will take you time. It's normal. Okay? So don't be too hard on yourself. Okay? But look at the source of why you're acting that way. That's where, once you get awareness, then your healing comes through. Right. So as I said to you, yeah, you become suspicious to anything, everyone. Everything seems paranoid to you. All right. And then also remember, betrayal continuous leads to PTSD. It leads to complex PTSD. And unfortunately, it's quite difficult to get out of that loop. I was actually even like, I was told that after my trauma experiences, I was actually diagnosed with that. And they told me I had that because I was frequently being exposed to betrayal, being exposed to rejection, and that actually led to PTSD. I was like, what the heck? Like, even the people got shocked because I'm such a vibrant, energetic type of person. And yeah, sometimes a strong person can only handle so much. You can never handle everything. There's no way. So that's what happened to me, guys. So I had to deal with all of that. Okay, it wasn't easy for me because, yeah, it still gets me emotional because it was quite a big thing. Okay, because I'll admit something, guys. I literally put myself into it. I was literally exposing myself to betrayal. I was exposing myself to rejection because I thought those people were for me. Okay, I thought that certain friends was for me, certain family was for me, certain work people were for me. And I realized that I kept on putting my beautiful self, my beautiful nature into the hands of cruel, evil people. And once I set the boundary line and I stayed away, and I noticed that the healing was taking place. But I'll tell you the truth, healing doesn't take place like that. It takes time. It takes crying. It takes emotional outbursts. It takes anger. And I also found out that when you go through a lack of trust, it also creates anger. It's because you anger yourself like, why did I give so much for somebody? So that is why, guys, what I want you to do is to sit back and think about what trust has been shattered in your life. That's the first step. Once you write that down, then I want you to ask yourself is why is that issue still affecting you now? What are you holding on to? If you're holding on to a person who has betrayed you more than 6-7 times, I think you should move on. Because even the Bible says you can forgive for 70 times, 7 times, and then after that treat them as a pagan. So why don't you actually treat them as a pagan? If they're actually hurting you, they're not supporting you, and they're hurting your kids, what are you doing with them? Because the more betrayal that you put yourself into, I'm telling you guys from a personal experience, you will get PTSD. You will get complex PTSD. If people ask you what is PTSD, it's post-traumatic stress disorder. And complex means different types of rejection that took place. Family, friends, work, jobs, whatever. And health. Health is the main thing, especially for me. It was like the main damn thing, right? So that's what happens, guys. So it builds up, and it gets stored up. Okay, it gets stored up in your body. So I want you guys to release that lack of trust, that force that has been keeping you down, and just let go of it. Take deep breaths in. You must actually see your stomach going in and then out, and just release all of that. The reason why is it's time for you to heal from that, okay? Because we will be doing also a short as well, a meditation for you guys, okay? Right, so it's not your fault for, it's not your fault for you to like trust in people less, okay? It's just that the past has some issues you need to resolve, you need to work on it. Right, so how do you trust again? You need to see yourself as important. Once you see yourself as important, you realize that all these other things are like less important. Remember, guys, when you do a checklist, you look at the importance and you look at the less important. The important one that needs urgency, all right, so that's the one you write down, right? This is important, it's urgent, I need to do it. On the other side, not so important, not so urgent, I don't need to do it. Write that down, okay? Look at your root cause first, and then you look at the importance, urgent importance, and less urgency. Right, so we're just going to wrap up now, guys. How to move forward is acknowledge the hurt, have that awareness, all right? Understand the fundamental part is trust in a relationship. Look at your root cause, as I told you, like in that maths formula where you can't really work out the final answer without having a formula and without substituting your values to the formula, right? There's no way you can do it. So don't run to the answer, run to the formula. Meaning, write down your root cause, right? this is what's happening. 1, 2, 3. This is my root cause. How am I going to solve this? Okay, and ask your question, why are you still dwelling in that? Okay, then guys, assess the situation, the damage, look at the trauma part, speak your mind off. And yeah, if you got issues like suspicious and fear of people and stuff like that, it's going to lead to like vulnerability. It's going to sabotage you. It's going to sabotage your happiness. So I think right now, guys, we don't want our happiness sabotaged, especially it's a month of happiness, October. Okay, this is a month of happiness. On the, I think it was the 10th of October or the 11th was World Mental Day, right? It was a big day, okay? So it was an exciting day. And we are so grateful for all the people who went through a lot and who standing strong and who even passed through suicide, but you're still here today. Okay, congratulations to you. So everybody has a testimony, a story to share, and you also do have. So guys, look at your trust. Look at your trust issues. Look at, is this a root cause to my anxiety, my panic attacks, my depression? And let's see how we can work forward together. So look at the video again, all right? Watch it again. I know it's a long video. You know me, guys. I love chatting. I love talking. Okay, it's in me. But I'm also sharing experiences of myself. And I hope you guys will be blessed by the video, all right? I want to see you guys happy. I want to see you guys smiling always. It brings a lot of joy to me, okay? Stay blessed. Watch the video. Go over it. Stay tuned for the midweek meditation as well. And have a joyous, blessed, happy week. Love to all. Bye, guys. Stay tuned to JC.